Hello, welcome back to PlayStation Access. My name is Dave, and I'm joined today by Nath.
Hello, nice gloves, Dave.
Thanks, Nath. Yeah, I was looking at me in the real world then and being really confused, but then I realised you meant virtual me.
That's all that's going to matter soon.
Yes, so to fill you in, Holly and I were lucky enough to go to Polyphony Digital in Tokyo recently to play some GT Sport. One of the things I got to play was the PSVR mode in GT Sport, which you can see right now. There's evidence of me doing it. And as you might expect, it's blown me away. It was absolutely amazing. This is actually the first time I've played GT Sport. This is the very first thing I did in GT Sport.
Straight in at the deep end.
So you're seeing my first ever lap in GT Sport, and it was in PSVR. And to be honest, I've said this all along. I think PSVR is the best way to play driving games. I think that it makes everybody, driver or not, just instantly that bit better at the game. I'm not saying that you're going to pick it up and be great.
I want to believe that, man, because
you've got to believe.
I need it, because it's going to make me better at driving games if it's not feeling like I'm actually in a car.
It definitely will, because it's the information that your eyes are getting that a 2D TV just can't give you. Just information about the distance you are from the things, from the other cars, from the corners, from.
Well, they look at you on the green there. Where's the information about that?
Yeah, but that's part of that was my tactic.
Okay.
I'm using different kinds of terrain to change the wheel rotation ratios, and then just shut up, all right? I know
You've been reading your little GT magazine.
No, I haven't. I made that up. I just thought it sounded cool.
So, I mean, one of the things I like here, Dave, that I'm going to point out is the lighting, really specifically from the cockpit view, the way that sun is peeking over that hill.
Yeah.
Delightful.
It is. Well, I mean, GT Sport is an absolutely incredible looking game. I spoke earlier in the year. I went to a presentation with Kazunori Yamauchi, and he was talking about just HDR and what that's brought to the game on PS4 Pro and PS4, of course HDR on both. And if you've got a compatible TV, the light information that they've collected is sort of second to none, and it's allowed them to create just the real world, basically. This is a simulation after all. It's the real driving simulator.
It's one of the funny things, because GT obviously is a really long running series, and driving fanatics, keeners, petrol heads.
Yes.
I mean, it's obviously the series for them. The attention to detail in the series has always been second to none. But one of the other things which is exciting I'm not huge into racing games, but you just know GT is going to. It's also that studio and the history of that studio in terms of coming to new hardware when there's stuff like VR and HDR and 4K, and we're going to have videos on that available. They're going to kind of be invested. They're going to be really excited about it and seeing how they can push their simulation and their kind of incredible attention to detail to its limits on those formats. I'm excited.
Exactly, and actually, in our tour around the studio this time, Kazunori Yamauchi said that they've actually put in too much detail this time. There's too much detail, as in they've got.
That sounds like an answer at a job interview, doesn't it?
They've got amounts of detail that even the PS4 Pro can't show us. As in there. But when that it becomes available.
So in 10 years, when there's the HD remaster, the HHHD, what's happened?
Look at how this ends, Nathan.
Oh,
can you believe
David.
it? I've been absolutely smashing it, but look, I've hit him. So I could probably go for the cheeky win.
Oh.
Except, and look, there's the checkered flag. That's it. That's game over. That's how it ended for me. I can't believe it.
Dave, really quickly tell me about the VR. I mean, what are we playing here? How big is the VR offering?
So it's a dedicated VR mode as part of the arcade mode called VR Drive, and it's going to be one-on-one races, as you just saw. So I've got to be honest, I think that works really, really well. That was a particularly cool, tense race. So I think that's going to be a good thing. So thank you very much for watching this video. Let us know in the comments what you're looking forward to about GT Sport, and do stay subscribed to PlayStation Access so you don't miss anything from the world of PlayStation.